Hello, this is Simon Hawaii with a quick video about the sheer size and variety of the upcoming Borderlands 4 skill trees. Lots of other content providers have already noted this. I've linked some of their videos and tweets in the comments below. Personally, I've been trying to not do too much pre-launch analysis. I want to be surprised. But I was watching Moxsy's Vex video. Moxsy provided a really good overview of the Vex and Raffa trees, also linked below. When I naturally started doing what I do, work the numbers, and I was astounded. This table compares the 5 mainline Borderlands games skill trees. I picked one Vault Hunter from each, the Siren, except for the Pre-Seeker, which has no Siren, and I worked the numbers. Game, Vault Hunter, max Vault Hunter level, skill points at max level, number of skill trees, total number of skills in all those trees, augments, which don't cost skill points, those debuted in Borderlands 3, separate capstones, which in Borderlands 4 are effectively overpowered augments because they don't require us to spend skill points like they did in previous games, skill point slots. This is the total number of slots in which we can place our limited number of skill points, and then lastly, our maximum number of skill points as a percentage of all those possible slots in which we can stick them. FYI, at this point, I'm assuming we get our action skill at level 2, just like in Borderlands 3, and then 1 skill point per level thereafter. Now, over time, max level and skill points have remained fairly constant. The number of skill trees has also technically stayed at 3, although with Borderlands 4, each tree splits into 3 separate branches, which is why I typed 3/9 over here. This drastically increases the number of skills and slots. Now, meanwhile, the number of skills and their associated slots have gone up steadily since the original Borderlands. But with Borderlands 4, the increase is insane. The number of slots in which to place our skill points has been increasing at a faster rate than our total number of skill points. That's the percentage or ratio in this last column. In Borderlands 1 and 2, with the maximum number of skill points afforded by owning and completing the right content, we could fill 60% of those slots. In the Pre-Seeker, that dropped to about 50%. In Borderlands 3, when factoring in a 4th skill tree, it's down to 40%. With Borderlands 4, it's barely 13% at launch. Even at level 72, which I expect we'll get to several months down the line, it's still barely 19%. For every slot we pick, there will be 4 others we are foregoing. Now, I've seen speculation about how Gearbox could add additional skill points to include raising the level cap beyond 72 or beyond 80, and or completing specific quests or other content. They may opt to give us like 100 skill points down the line. That's definitely possible, but I don't really want that. Okay, the whole trend we're looking at here, especially this one, is about build diversity. It's about affording more players a chance to find more and more effective skill and gear and tactics combinations and awesome interactions, not months, but years down the road. That is one of the big promises of Borderlands 4 at this point. Okay? The devs are already going to have to tweak and balance individual skills, guns and gear, and enemy abilities and toughness to keep things both challenging and fun leveling up, but especially at endgame. And I assume at this point they are already doing it. They have an end goal in mind with a specific maximum number of skill points. Now, assuming they get that dialed in, adding skill points after that is not an ideal way to go forward, because that could add another variable to the balance question, the balance equation. It risks making Vault Hunters too powerful and play too easy, and then they have to compensate by making enemies stronger and gear different. It just adds a level of complexity to everything. Okay, what I want to happen is that 3, 6, whatever months down the road, studying what players are doing and not doing, the devs observe what skills players are using, and more importantly, which ones they aren't. And then they tweak those lesser used skills. By making lesser used skills more powerful and effective, people will give them another look, start adding those to builds, and then the number of viable builds go up, increasing build diversity. Build diversity is what I want. Give me more build diversity by doing things like this. Okay, if you like this kind of content and would like to see more, like, comment, and subscribe. Stay safe, and thanks for watching.